हाय दोस्तों, वेलकम टू एनरिचिंग टॉक्स। और ये है हमारी स्पेशल सीरीज जिसमें हम जेई की काउंसलिंग पे फोकस कर रहे हैं और कुछ ऐसी ब्रांचेस के बारे में बात करना चाह रहे हैं जिनके बारे में या तो स्टूडेंट्स में बहुत ज़्यादा अवेयरनेस नहीं है या फिर जिनको लेके कुछ मिसकंसेप्शंस हैं।
और हमारे मोटो नो थ्योरी ओनली प्रैक्टिकल ज्ञान को ध्यान में रखते हुए आज हम आपको मिलवाएंगे विपाशा जैन से। सो हाय विपाशा, वेलकम टू एनरिचिंग टॉक्स।
Hi everyone.
या विपाशा, आपके क्विक इंट्रोडक्शन से शुरुआत करना चाहेंगे।
Hi everyone. Firstly, thanks a lot Abhishek and Satyam and this whole initiative around enriching talks. I think it's very useful for the students. My name is Vipasha Jain. I'm currently working as an associate with True North in Mumbai. It is a private equity firm. Before that, I have spent 4 years in consulting, working with LEK Consulting, based out of Mumbai also. I did my integrated masters in economics along with a minor in mathematics and computing from IIT Kharagpur and graduated in 2017.
ग्रेट ग्रेट। तो विपाशा, आपकी ब्रांच के बारे में हम जानना चाहेंगे। व्हाट इज इकोनॉमिक्स अबाउट, एंड स्पेसिफिकली एक इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज में इकोनॉमिक्स या कैसा करिकुलम है, कैसा सेमेस्टर की प्लानिंग होती है। एंड साथ ही साथ जैसा आपने एक और चीज मेंशन की कि आपने माइनर भी किया आपका मैथमेटिक्स एंड कंप्यूटिंग में, तो थोड़ा सा उसके बारे में भी अगर आप ऐड कर सकें इसमें
हाँ
तो
हाँ।
that will be good.
सो ये एक इंटीग्रेटेड कोर्स होता है 5 years का. सो यू गेट 2 degrees. वन इज योर बैचलर्स ऑफ साइंस इन इकोनॉमिक्स एंड अनदर इज योर मास्टर्स ऑफ साइंस इन इकोनॉमिक्स. फर्स्ट ईयर लाइक ऑल आईआईटीज कॉमन रहता है, तो इसमें आपका फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री, पीडीए, इलेक्ट्रिकल एंड ऑल दोज जो कॉमन करिकुलम होता है. अगर ऑब्वियसली इफ यू गो टू आईआईटी विद द व्यू कि अगर आपको कुछ ब्रांच चेंज करना है या वैसा, तो यू स्टिल हैव द फर्स्ट ईयर वेर यू कैन स्कोर अ सर्टेन जीपीए एंड मूव टू अनदर ब्लॉक. नाउ फ्रॉम सेकेंड ईयर ऑनवर्ड्स, बिकॉज ये सारे स्टूडेंट साइंस बैकग्राउंड से आते हैं, तो सेकेंड ईयर इज मोर अबाउट setting the fundamental base in terms of economics, right? So you will have though so economics broadly has two parts: macroeconomics and microeconomics. So you have fundamental courses in this. The interesting thing about economics course within IITs is it is very well integrated with the mathematics department. So it has a lot of course around mathematics, statistics, and it has several courses from some of the other departments also, like industrial engineering. So in the very third semester, which is the first year of my core department, I had a course called as operation research with the industrial engineering department at IIT Kharagpur. So the course is very well integrated because the focus is more about understanding the practical application rather than delving a lot like a PhD into the different economic theories, etc. as well. So across the semesters, if you see the curriculum, so your second year, there is a lot of mathematics around it because all the economic theories have an underlying equation, have an underlying mathematics foundation to it. So that in that sense, it gets very easy for the students because any student coming from IIT, JEE preparation, etc., has a strong mathematical foundation, and that is how they understand things. Like you are able to rationalize it if it has a mathematical foundation. If you go to second, third year onwards, you start getting integrations of finance also. So I have done courses on financial markets, international trade, equity research, etc. So these courses are helped from a personal point of view as well. If you think about investing in the market going forward or understanding this whole financial landscape, and are good from a placement perspective also, because you do get a lot of investment banking and other kind, which I think we can talk about further later in the talk. But essentially, like, it has a strong financial courses integrated as well. uh, because I had always had a very strong interest in mathematics, so I wanted to go beyond the certain mathematics courses that they were offering. So then I opted for doing the mathematics and computing course, and I had a particular interest around statistics also. So during this whole curriculum at economics, you also get to learn certain statistical softwares which will be very useful for you to analyze big data and can sort of help you pursue a career in data analytics as well. So from that thought process, I did a minor with mathematics and computing as well.
दैट्स अ ग्रेट आंसर विपाशा। सो नेक्स्ट आपसे ये जानना चाहेंगे कि जब हम जेई के एग्जाम में अपियर करते हैं तो एक इंजीनियरिंग माइंडसेट होता है, जनरली सोचते हैं कि कॉम साइंस लेंगे या कोर ब्रांचेस लेंगे, बट एमएससी इकोनॉमिक्स जनरली नहीं एम करता है कोई भी
हाँ.
एस्पिरेंट, राइट? तो ये जो ट्रांजिशन था ये कितना इजी या कितना डिफिकल्ट था, प्लस क्योंकि इकोनॉमिक्स में कोई बेस नहीं होता है, आपने जरूर बोला कि मैथमेटिक्स का बैकग्राउंड है, लेकिन इकोनॉमिक्स फाइनेंस आना, थोड़ा बहुत आइडिया होना या इंटरेस्ट होना जरूरी है, तो इसके बारे में आप कुछ ज्यादा बता पाए?
हाँ, सो इनिशियली ऑनेस्टली जब मैं भी पहली बार इस कोर्स के लिए गई थी तो मुझे भी बहुत मतलब ऐसे डर लग रहा था, बिकॉज कभी इकोनॉमिक्स तो बहुत बेसिक सा कभी 9th-10th के एज पार्ट ऑफ सोशल साइंस पढ़ा होगा, या थोड़ा बहुत मतलब जस्ट इन जनरल न्यूज़पेपर वगैरह से एक सेंस होता है तुम्हें इन्फ्लेशन और थोड़ा सेंसेक्स और फाइनेंशियल मार्केट्स का, बट कभी तुमने पढ़ा नहीं होता है, तो मुझे भी वो डर तो था ही कि हाउ वेल, इसलिए दैट इज हाउ द कोर्स इज स्ट्रक्चर। योर सेकेंड ईयर इज कंप्लीट अबाउट फाउंडेशन। लाइक अगर किसी ने if you talk to that with someone, let's say जिसने कॉमर्स लिया हो 11th-12th में, तो your second year economics courses are so fundamental and foundational that they are equivalent to what someone studies in 11th-12th, but वही है कि उसमें angle more from a mathematics perspective and statistics perspective होता है rather than theory perspective से। So it has a lot angle around कि underlying equation क्या है and the mathematics around it कि इसको data पे कैसे apply करोगे तुम। So learning about the software, statistical software and understanding those databases. So थोड़ा mathematics perspective से होता है तो वो easy हो जाता है, and बाकी जो economic theories वगैरह होती हैं वो बहुत basic होती हैं for the second year. As you move to the third year, fourth year, then you get advanced microeconomics, you get introduced to monetary policy, etc., which are more complicated, public policy, which are more complicated economics topics. But by the time you have spent 1 year in your department in economics, you already get a hang of it. Of course, आपको अपने side से थोड़ा effort तो करना पड़ेगा, but I think that is true for all the other branches also. It's like कि आप electrical electronics ले तो लेते हैं, but ऐसा तो है नहीं कि आपका कुछ बहुत वैसे background है उसके अंदर। You go on the basis of your fundamental understanding of maths and physics, etc., and then you have to build it on that. Similar is the case for this department.
राइट। हाँ, मतलब एकदम सही बात बोली आपने। हम लोग भी जब आईआईटी गए थे तो एक्सपेक्टेशन कुछ अलग ही टाइप की थी। फिजिक्स में हम लोगों का बहुत इंटरेस्ट था, एंड जब आईआईटी पहुंचे तो फिजिक्स पूरा ही चेंज हो गया था। तो मतलब एफर्ट्स तो सभी फील्ड्स में हमें लगाने ही पड़ेंगे, तो दैट इज ट्रू फॉर दिस फील्ड एज वेल।
Yeah.
नेक्स्ट चीज जो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती है स्टूडेंट जब कोई भी ब्रांच ऑप्ट कर रहे होते हैं, दैट इज प्लेसमेंट्स के स्कोप। जैसा कि हम लोगों ने सुना है लास्ट 10 ईयर्स में इस ब्रांच की डिमांड भी इसीलिए बढ़ी है क्योंकि इसका शायद जो प्लेसमेंट होता है वो कई सारी कोर ब्रांचेस से भी बेटर होता है।
हाँ,
तो
हाँ.
एक तो कोर इकोनॉमिक्स के फील्ड में क्या स्कोप है आगे ऑन बेसिस ऑफ प्लेसमेंट एंड रिसर्च। एंड सिमिलरली किसी को बाय चांस अगर इकोनॉमिक्स के अलावा किसी और फील्ड में वर्क करना है, लाइक कंसल्ट करना है, मार्केटिंग करना है, एनालिटिक्स करना है, कोडिंग करना है, जो भी करना है, तो इसमें इस कोर्स का करिकुलम या इस कोर्स का जो कोर्स स्ट्रक्चर रहता है वो किस तरीके से स्टूडेंट को हेल्प कर सकता है?
Got it. So अगर मैं ऑनेस्टली कहूँगी तो उस टाइम पे बेस्ड ऑन माय एक्सपीरियंस, लाइक दिस वाज वन हुक कि मैंने भी सुना था कि इसके प्लेसमेंट ठीक ठाक होते हैं, तो उस हुक के बेसिस पे ही आई वाज लाइक कि चलो ठीक है अब ये चूज कर लेते हैं गिवन द ऑप्शंस एक्सेट्रा। एंड देन सो देयर आर, लेट्स फर्स्ट टॉक अबाउट द कोर इकोनॉमिक्स में क्या क्या ऑप्शंस हैं. So because your like 4 years in the department, they build like a very strong foundation in terms of the key concepts of economics. So what people have seen is like we have seen people appearing for the IES exam, which is the Indian Economic Service exam. People have also, in addition, who aspire to become an IAS because there is so much understanding of economics and like your monetary policy and all those fundamental concepts. So people even prep for being going to IAS. There are some core companies that come for placement. So let's say companies like Reliance, etc. And what these multinational companies have a treasury department. So which is responsible, let's say there is an international trade. So a lot of things around exchange rate, inflation will be involved because you are purchasing some things from some other country and there the exchange rate, inflation, they change on a daily basis, right? So then they have a treasury department. So then that is a very core economic role because you would need to understand the fundamentals of macroeconomics to be able to sort of work in that role. So that is there. Then you also, because all through the 4 years, you have to do a lot, you build concepts around statistics. We have advanced courses in probability and statistics, And we also learn softwares around handling big data, right? So you develop a good foundation around data analytics. Of course, you will have to build further on that, maybe taking some electives in some computing department, or like taking courses online on your own from Coursera, Unacademy, etc. But you'll have to build a foundation on that, so you have you build a strong toolkit for like going into an econometric modeling kind of a role as well. So a lot of these core economic firms, right, which publishes reports on so all these investment banks which publishes report on macroeconomic view of the country or some of the other countries, or global economic view, IMF, etc., RBI, SEBI, they do a lot of produce a lot of research around that. And I have seen in my department so many people going for internship with RBI and then eventually getting placed there, right? So then that is an option from the core side. From a non-core side, I don't think there is any non-core role for which the HSS department doesn't open up, because the whole curriculum is so oriented towards practical application and so relevant, right? Because even if you are not doing econometric modeling, that whole modeling skill that you develop, that is replicable across the different types of jobs, right? So all your consulting companies, all your investment banks, they open up for you. The big data companies, they open up for you. Even when you are learning these finance courses, there are components around marketing as well, and if that interests you, then you can take up like additional courses and build your profile around it, maybe doing some internship in between around that. So even companies coming for the marketing role also would open up for you, and you can pursue these options. You also have an edge over all the other people from different departments who might be sort of appearing for these jobs, because you understand macroeconomics very well, you understand the finance concepts very well. So these are very relevant when you are in the fields of consulting or private equity or investment banking. So these kinds of role also open up for you. Then from a business development perspective, because you understand finance and because you understand economics and all those like fundamental concepts of how to look at market, what factors affect the economy and which will eventually affect your market, etc. as well. Business development and those kind of roles in startups, etc., are very favorable for you. Also, I want to slightly say that compared to some of the intense core branches, right? Electrical, electronics, and like in Kharagpur, we had various branches: ocean engineering, industrial, etc. The workload in economics is much lesser, because it's much lesser compared to these. So that also leaves a huge scope for you to sort of pursue courses on your own, and even pursue extracurricular activities. So you would see a lot of people involved in several activities. So for myself also, I was involved in various clubs and then went on to become a part of the placement committee as well. So all these, like those being part of these organizations, you get an overall like you develop overall skills. You basically head these positions of responsibility, which also these companies value a lot, because then you have a experience of working with teams and heading some and execution. So you have an experience around this. So these are things that these companies value. So that is also definitely one of the options there. What we have also seen, people going from for a double major. So you get a master's degree from here, but what people do is like they pursue a master's degree outside India in case they, in the longer term, they want to pursue a PhD. So they go outside, do one year, 1 or 2 years master's degree again in economics, and then continue to sort of pursue a PhD from there. So yeah, these are the variety of options there. Alongside, because the workload is manageable, people also pursue some of these like world-renowned certifications, so which are your CFA, FRM, financial risk management, actuaries is also one of the certifications, and these open up like a very niche segment for you and can set you apart from some of your peers, right? So obviously these certifications have various levels, and you will have to cross through the levels as you progress. and some of these certifications also require you to have certain years of experience, so they'll only come into effect after, let's say, 2 to 3 years of work experience. But the college time gives you a strong like gives you that peace of mind and time where you can actually cross certain levels of these certifications. So I myself like gave a CFA level 1 and level 2 when I was in college, and some of my other colleagues gave these difficult actuarial exams and gave FRM certification, so as to build the foundation which they can further then complete as they move out of the college.
So, Pasha, that was a very holistic answer. Thank you so much. I think you've covered almost everything, all the types of options that are open for any economics student at IIT. So, thanks a lot. Lastly, what we want to understand from you is कि आपकी जब ये रैंक आई होगी, तो आपके पास और भी ऑप्शंस होंगे, लेट्स से दूसरे IITs में, या फिर आपके पास में बिट्स में अगर किसी के अच्छे मार्क्स आते हैं तो उसके पास में कोर ब्रांचेस का ऑप्शन होता है, या NITs में भी दूसरे ब्रांचेस लेने का ऑप्शन होता है. So how did you make this decision कि मुझे MSc Economics करना है, और how can any other student also make this decision?
Got it. See, as a student, I was also at that time very naive. So for me, like the key things that was important, because itna saal like I worked hard towards getting into IIT, so I really wanted to get the IIT brand. So that was one thing important for me. Second, like I don't know whether this is like a very Indian mindset or anything, like placement was very important for me. Like I did want to end up with like a good job, as so, and the financial outcome also sort of mattered to me. So these were the two things that were really important for me. Now taking these two factors into consideration and then putting a lens to it, so I had a rank of 4116 for in IIT, but I had at that time we had a IEEE, and there was this mains and JEE mains, and that division was not there, but we had a separate exam called AIEEE. So I had a very good rank there, like 500 something. So I was getting core branches like computer science, etc., across all the top NITs there, and separately in bits also I was getting electrical branch. So it was a very confusing time, because I was asking around everyone, and people were saying that, oh, there's so much of scope in these like computer science, electronics, and all these branches, but then they didn't fit my first criteria. Like obviously I can get a decent placement, these are decent brands, I can get a good placement out of these colleges also, but for me, because I had worked hard towards like getting into IIT, and I knew that the IIT brand stood out compared to a NIT brand or a BITS brand from like an international perspective also, in case I do plan to study abroad going forward. So I knew that I wanted to get into IIT. So then all these options vanished, and then I focused on what I was getting in IIT. Now within the IITs, if I opted for some of the newer IITs like IIT Hyderabad, or maybe let's say Indore, etc., then I was getting options around the core branches, not the CS electrical electronics, but options like mechanical, chemical, and all these like slightly core branches as well. Again, for me, I knew that some of these IITs was newer IITs were struggling in terms of, I knew for a fact that I was based out of Indore. I knew that IIT Indore didn't even have like a proper campus, and they were operating out of a campus of another local college. So I knew that some of these newer IITs were still in that phase wherein they were not completely settled or not established itself. And then I had this view wherein I didn't wanted to put myself into that situation where I am also growing and the campus is also growing. I would rather put myself into a very settled ecosystem where then I can grow, and that provides me a platform to grow basically. So then I focused on what I was getting in IIT Kharagpur and some of these older IITs. Now within that, obviously the options that I was getting was agriculture engineering, mining engineering, ocean engineering, some maybe I mean I had a shot at industrial engineering as well. So these were the kind of branches I was getting, and I knew that in none of these branches I would go ahead and pursue a core career, because these were not the kind of jobs, or like firstly speaking to some of the seniors from these branches, what I understood is like the core options within these branches itself were very less, and the people in these branches were also trying to sit for some of the other non-core options that were there in the market. So then I knew that if I enter these branches, I would have to sort of study that whole curriculum for 4 years and excel in that, and simultaneously work towards getting a placement into the non-core branches as well. Because even if there is a core opportunity, I didn't want it to work in these fields. So then I sort of compared it to the economics branch, right? Like in that particular case, your non-core is sort of like your core, because that is like your main stream of jobs that you're getting. Firstly, secondly, what I understood from there is like the workload in this branch was much lesser compared to these core branches, and I wouldn't have the additional pressure of excelling at my core thing also, even though I don't like that stream, and then work towards getting a placement in the non-core stream also. Third thing, in terms of just the practicality of those courses, right? When I saw the curriculum online, there had so many of finance courses, so many of statistic and probability, which was like one of my favorite section in mathematics. They had so much of these like practical courses that I felt that I would actually enjoy learning some of these courses, irrespective of where do I get placed and what work do I end up doing. Like I would actually enjoy studying some of these courses. So that is how then I decided that I need to sort of pursue this course. And then obviously I did some checks by like speaking to people who were currently doing that course, and I had a lot of positive feedback from there.
Got it. Thanks a lot, Vipasha. So in terms of the question, those are all the questions that we had, and I think you've, beautifully told us what particularly MSc Economics entails in terms of how does a student who has only studied mathematics, physics, and chemistry while preparing for JEE gets integrated into this field of economics and finance in the second year onwards at the course. Then you, in very detail, discussed about all the various options with respect to research, jobs, and what does the monetary aspect look like in the future as well, and your thought process behind choosing this particular branch as well. So thanks a lot, Vipasha. I mean, this was great interacting with you. In case our viewers have any questions for you, we'll of course have them answered.
Definitely happy to answer, and all the best to everyone who is watching this sort of talks. And I know this is always a stressful period, because you are so young and you hardly have any information and you have to make a choice, but no matter what choice you make, like it'll work out for you.
Right. Yeah. So thank you so much, Vipasha. मतलब basically I have been convinced कि मुझे economics लेना चाहिए था खड़गपुर में, and I have always been a flag bearer of Bombay. मतलब लेना चाहिए तो बॉम्बे लेना चाहिए, ये मेरा मोटो रहता था हमेशा. बट अभी मैंने जो कुछ भी टॉक सुनी, पूरी तरीके से मैं कन्विंस हो गया हूँ. तो थैंक यू सो मच, एंड थैंक यू सो मच व्यूअर्स इस एपिसोड को देखने के लिए. आई होप आपके लिए बहुत यूजफुल इन्फॉर्मेशन मिली होगी आपको इस एपिसोड से. एंड अगर आपको ये एपिसोड पसंद आया हो तो इसे प्लीज़ लाइक कीजिए एंड शेयर कीजिए उन लोगों से जिनको ये वीडियो काम आ सकता है, जिनके लिए वीडियो की इन्फॉर्मेशन बहुत यूजफुल हो सकती है और उनके करियर का डिसीजन लेने में हेल्प कर सकती है. एंड इसी तरह से और भी ब्रांचेस के बारे में अगर आप जानना चाहते हैं तो हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए एंड हमारे वीडियो पे कमेंट कीजिए, हमारे सोशल मीडिया पेजेस पे हमें रीच आउट कीजिए और हमें सजेस्ट कीजिए कि आप किस तरह के ब्रांचेस के बारे में और जानना चाहते हैं या फिर और क्या क्यूरियोसिटीज़ हैं जो आप अपनी क्लियर करना चाहते हैं. थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग.
थैंक्स एवरीवन.